question I get about performance modifications for the GR86 and BRZ is about the tuning process and switching to E85. But is all that really worth it? Today, that's exactly what we're going to be trying to figure out. Let's start with the basics. E85 is a high ethanol fuel blend made up of 85% ethanol and 15% gasoline. It's known for being cheaper than 91 and 93 octane. It burns cooler and delivers more power to your car, but it also burns faster than typical fuel does, and it's not available and can't be found at every gas station. For me, the main reason to switch was performance. The 86 has been on E85 for a little over 2 months now, and with the delicious tuning flex fuel kit and new tune by boosted performance for E85, the car feels completely different. The torque is way more noticeable, and the overall driving experience is just way more exciting. When it was time to install the kit and flash the new tune onto the 86, it was very simple and can easily be done yourself, even if it may be your first time. I have a full video on the delicious tuning flex fuel kit in case you're interested in seeing what the install process was like and learning a little bit more about it. So how much of a difference does E85 actually make for one of these cars? On average, you can expect to see around a 5 to 10% increase, which is estimated to be around 20 horsepower or 10 to 15 foot-pounds of torque. In a car that's as lightweight as the GR86, you'll notice those differences a lot in the low to mid-range power band, and especially with the throttle response. Now, I've never actually dyno tuned my own GR86 before, but based off of other vehicles with similar modifications that mine has, on 93 octane, you would expect to see numbers around the 235 mark. Just by switching to E85, you'll expect to see numbers around 250 or possibly even a little bit more. So is E85 perfect? Not exactly. There are a few downsides you need to consider before making the switch. First, E85 burns faster than your regular gas, so you'll be visiting the pump more often. Before I started running E85 in my 86, my gas mileage was around 18 miles per gallon, which already wasn't really the greatest. Afterwards, the car is actually sitting around 16.4 miles per gallon now. Another issue is availability. Depending on where you live at, finding E85 may not be that easy for you. Luckily, there are some apps and websites online that you can download and use to help you locate the closest E85 gas station in your area. Also, keep in mind that cold starts on E85 can be a little bit tricky, especially if you live in the colder climates. It may take the car 1 or 2 cranks for it to finally turn over and start up. One major reason why having the delicious tuning flex fuel kit is so helpful is because if I'm ever on a road trip or not near any gas stations that provide E85, the kit and tune that I have on the car will automatically adjust if I put 93 in it, which makes it super beneficial if there's no E85 gas stations nearby. So is E85 worth it for your GR86 or BRZ? For me personally, absolutely. The driving experience, the added power, and the ability to switch back to 93 octane whenever I need to makes it a no-brainer. But it really just depends upon your goals with the car. Let's talk cost. While E85 is cheaper per gallon than 93, the reduced fuel efficiency means that you'll be coming to the gas station more often to fill up. For example, let's just say that premium or 93 cost around $4.07 per gallon. When filling up on 93, I would typically get around 17 to 18 miles per gallon. The pricing for E85 right now is around $3.59, and with that I get around 16 miles per gallon. The average person drives around 10 to 12,000 miles per year. On 93, that would cost you roughly around $2,700, whereas E85 would roughly only cost you around $2,200, resulting in a yearly saving of around $500 or so. If you're someone who enjoys taking your vehicle to the track, loves spirited driving, or just wants to unlock some more potential out of your GR86, E85 is definitely a great upgrade, but if availability and efficiency is a concern that you have, then switching to E85 may not be for you. So what do you think? Is E85 something that you would consider getting for your GR86 or BRZ, or would you rather just stick with 93? I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. I'm always trying to read all the comments and replying to them as well. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give it a like down below. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you're new, that way you can stay up to date on all the content that I post with my 86, just like this. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.